Hey everyone, it is Saturday, August 19th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been an awesome day. I'm in a really good place and excited for a productive session. I am going to hit the online class front, update you guys with what I'm doing there as usual, hit a quick drum practice, talk to you about that, and then just hit this guitar solo and just try to get it sped up as fast as I possibly can while still playing clean and relaxed and basically just not injuring myself with too much repetition. So appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. And I guess I'll say before I jump in, like I've just still got a lot going on outside the musical spectrum right now, and it's kind of intense. There's just a lot of big decisions to make that are related to my music making and business aspects of that. And it's not easy. I mean, it's really good. I've worked hard to be in this position, so I'm happy that I have these opportunities. But at the same time, the decisions are not easy to make. So that's kind of weighing on me. I'm gonna try to just focus on the musical element for the next couple hours, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. Um, I also took the opportunity to just check out some reviews of a class I'm in right now, and a lot of them were quite negative, and it just got me thinking like it's really difficult to make it in music. You know, it takes a tremendous amount of work just to be a musician in the first place and be a good musician, let alone one who's like stands out, an outstanding musician. Like that's so difficult to accomplish on its own. And then you add in the difficulties of starting a successful business and being a good business person and being ethical and being competitive in the right way and making a great product. I mean that extends even beyond your skills and abilities sometimes and is a lot about like your character and the type of person you are and your ethics and your beliefs. And so these people were kind of complaining like, oh, I didn't get what I wanted out of the class, or I'm not sure if I'm going to get what I want out of the class, or my friends did it and they didn't have a lot of success. And it's like, maybe that's the class's fault. Like maybe the class does suck and it's not designed well, but like maybe you just didn't work hard enough. Maybe just straight up you didn't really put in the time. Maybe your music wasn't as good as you thought it was. Maybe your strategy wasn't as good as you thought it was. Maybe you thought you were executing really well and you really weren't. And maybe you got to take a cold hard look at that. It's so easy to point the finger and just say like, "Hey, your class didn't solve my very very difficult problem." In this case, the problem of making a great living making music. It's there's a dual responsibility there. Like, yes, the teacher has responsibility to deliver the right information in the most inspiring and productive and tangible way. But the student also has a tremendous amount of responsibility to implement that stuff and really be honest with him or herself about whether he or she is really doing the right stuff the right way. And that's really hard to do. So I'm not surprised that people take the class and don't get great results. I mean, it's just, first of all, it might be one of the hardest things to get great results with. There's tons and tons of competition. There's tons of other people out there trying to do what you want to do. And at the same time, like most people are not out there making amazing music. It's just so hard to do that in the first place. And most people don't want to pay for something that's not amazing. So I just want to say, like, I have so much compassion for the people who complain about those classes and who feel like they're not getting value out of it and they feel like someone took their money, and they feel taken advantage of. Like, I really understand those feelings and it sucks. It's a horrible, horrible feeling to have, but I'm just saying, like, I think, don't have very much power if you put yourself in the victim mentality of like someone else took advantage of me. It's like, hey, you made a choice, you decided, you understood the risks paying that person that money that it might not work out and you went for it anyway. And yeah, people should be honest about what they're delivering to you, but at the same time you did see the value enough to purchase it. And so you got to look at yourself and really be honest, and that's hard. That's really really hard to do, man. So I just appreciate you guys as always for tuning in. Let's get into the session. All right, very very good session today. Um, yeah, I just had a lot on my mind. Like I said, I had a lot on my mind. I don't I recorded like a really long clip at the beginning of this video, and I don't know if I'm going to put the whole thing in there because I was kind of just going off, and I don't really know how I feel about all that stuff, but I'll summarize my feelings in a different sense. But yeah, I just have had a lot going on outside of music the last few days, guys, and it's just it's just a lot. So I had a lot on my mind, but I still triumphed today. I made progress, and I'm better than I was a couple hours ago when I started. So got it on the online class front, just getting more strategy around Facebook marketing and why that's important. And the main takeaway from that from today was, you know, it seems so obvious, but it's like you're not just posting anything on your Facebook page. You're posting stuff that people really do find interesting, and if they find it interesting, then they'll share it, they'll engage with it. And if you're not getting engagement, you got to take a hard look at the content you're sharing. You know, maybe it's cool to you, but it's really not cool to them, and maybe you need to go after a different community. You know, this is the stuff that we're gonna think about if we're going that route. And if you're not going that route, you don't have to worry about that. You put your music out there, you live with the results. That is what it is. You know, like if that's your thing, that's great. I did that for many years, and I'm trying something different now. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. Then I moved into a quick drum practice. Nothing crazy, just trying to maintain my skills and just enjoy the process of playing the drums and instrumental growth and just expressing myself on that on a regular basis, which was great. And then I took a short break, did some reading out of my Recording Secrets book. Main takeaway from that from today was just another case study about recording a jazz ensemble, different techniques, different ways he would apply the techniques in the book to that situation, which was quite interesting. Basically, the big thing was like moving different like amplifiers and instruments around in the acoustic space to reduce spill between microphones, or just adjust spill between microphones. Really interesting. And then just got into this guitar solo. That break was kind of long. I just had some stuff to think about, and I just could feel my hands could use a little bit of a break. But I did work on it pretty intensely, and I got it sounding very clean and good at the lower BPM speeds, and so I sped it up another 5 and then another 5 again. So I'm 10 BPM faster than I was yesterday, I guess, if we want to use that metric. And I'm just realizing, like, as you get closer and closer to the target BPM, or just faster and faster, it could take longer time to get smaller incremental gains in the speed. And I'm okay with that. I'm just embracing however long it takes to make this really perfect. And let's not use the word perfect. To make it the way that I want it to be. Then I will just put in that time. And I think it's probably like another few days, and then I'll learn it standing up, and then I'll learn it with the effects and sound that I want, and spend time with that. And so hopefully by the end of next week, this guitar solo will be knocked out, and we'll be moving on to the drum tracking front. So it's great. It's, you know, this record is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. That's kind of just the way it goes, I think. And I'm still enjoying the process immensely, and I'm just gonna keep enjoying it, keep having fun with it, and just keep working towards my vision. So hope you guys are out there doing the same, grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Till then. Actually, I'm off tomorrow because it's Sunday, but I will see you guys on Monday for more. Can't wait.